Okay, hi. I know it's been a while, but I graduated and then I went to Disney and Universal with my sister, and then I went on one of my best friend's bachelorette trips. So there's just been a lot going on at the moment. But I'm back. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. We'll see. Regardless, I had an idea for something that I wanted to do. So this is that video. Enjoy, hopefully. Okay, so I have been reading People We Meet on Vacation for the whole month, and I'm only 74 pages in, which is really bad for me. Normally, I'm on my third or fourth book by now. But like I said, multiple trips, graduation, all of that. So today, I'm not very far into this book, right? So my plan today is to get as far as I can into this book. I might not finish it today, but I will finish it in this video because, as you probably saw from the title of today's video, I am going to be finishing. I'll tell you about the first part, but I'm going to be finishing People We Meet on Vacation and then watching the movie on Netflix and seeing how they compare. So that's the plan. Yeah, People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. And there's a movie on Netflix, so we will be watching it in this video. But to give you a debrief of where I'm at. So Poppy and Alex are best friends. They've been friends for 10, 12 years or something. And they always go on a vacation, a trip, a week-long trip over the summer together for the past 12 years. Except 2 years ago, they had this big fight that I don't know about yet, but they had this big fight. Okay, I know that they had a fight, but I don't know what the fight was about. So they had this big fight 2 years ago, and we don't know what happened and why they're not talking. So yeah, they haven't spoken in 2 years. Poppy works at, she works as a writer for a travel magazine, essentially. So she goes on trips for this magazine and writes about it, kind of. And then he is a teacher, as far as I'm aware. He's a teacher, but I don't know what grade. Anyways, they could not be more different. She's very outgoing, very happy and wild, and he's very calm and chill and just wants to stay at home and read. Sounds familiar. Anyways, I don't know why they're fighting, but Poppy has been in a rut at work, not wanting to just not feeling it, kind of. And where I'm at right now, she has asked Alex if they want to go on another trip, for the summer, they used to do years ago. And he said yes. So I think I just got to the part where, okay, well, that was 10. They just met up for their trip. So that's where I'm at right now. They're about to go on their trip. And also part of the trip is his brother's wedding, because he's going to his brother's wedding, and he was like, you can come. So she'll be there, and then they'll also be doing their trip around the wedding. So yeah. So it's not childhood friends to lovers, because they're college friends. They met in college, but it's definitely friends to lovers, obviously, because they've been friends for years. But yeah, we're gonna, oh my gosh, my bookmark. Gonna read the book, gonna watch the movie, and compare the two. I've heard that they're not very similar, and a lot of people that read the book are upset with things that they changed in the movie. I don't know if I will be or not. We shall see together. Okay, I did not update during reading this, or clearly I only started this video like this far into the book. But I finished People We Met on Vacation by Emily Henry like 2 nights ago. I would give it a solid 4.75 to 5 star. I really, really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed all 2 Emily Henry books that I've read. Wow, so many. Sorry. It's about this girl named Poppy and her best friend Alex. And they go on a trip together every summer, and they have for the past, okay, let me rephrase. They have been friends for like 12 years, and they went on 10 summer trips together. But 2 years ago, they went on a summer trip, and it like was really awkward. Something happened, and it got all awkward, and so they didn't talk anymore, and they didn't go on one last year. So this is them kind of trying to like rekindle their friendship through another summer trip. Obviously they fall in love and like they're made for each other, right? But I really, really, really like this book because I want to travel so badly. I want to have the freedom and time and money to be able to travel. And yeah, they only travel like once a year, which is still like more than I've ever traveled, really. At least that regularly. But Poppy also becomes like a travel blogger kind of, and like a travel journalist. So she travels a lot more. But I want to be able to travel as an adult very, very badly. So reading this over the summer when they take their summer trips, and when I had just come back from a trip to Disney World and Universal, made me really, really, really want to be able to travel more. But anyways, I don't know. I really, really liked this book. Let's see how the movie compares, because I've heard that they changed a lot of things. So we're gonna find out together. I just gotta say, I am four minutes into this movie, and they've already changed something in the book, or from the book. So in the book, part of like their trip together is going to Alex's little brother's wedding in California, in like Palm Springs or Palo Alto or something like that. I can't remember. Starts with a P. David just called Poppy and was like, hey, why haven't you RSVP'd for my wedding in Barcelona? Excuse me? That's not how it happens. Not how it happens. They go to a different college. And also the timeline is different. It said 9 summers ago, but that should be like 12 summers ago. I can't keep doing this. It's only 6 minutes into the movie. I cannot keep complaining. Whatever. They took 2 of Alex's brothers away. He said, my brother, singular. They took 2 of his brothers away. They killed them. Okay, don't look at me like that. Just finished the movie of People We Meet on Vacation. And I will say, they did change quite a bit. They made their friendship only like 10 years old instead of 12. Because in the book, they were friends for 12 years and went on 10 summer trips that we saw all of. And then there were 2 summers ago, they stopped going on trips. And in the movie, their origin story flashback was like only 9 summers ago. That's not that big of a deal, but it's a little like, really. They had, let's see, how do I not spoil this? They had something that happened on their last trip together and something that happened the trip before that. They kind of like mixed those together, but it was mostly the trip before that. So it was mostly the 3 summers ago trip with just like a hint, a sprinkling, if you will, of 2 summers ago trip. And I was like, okay, that's fine, I guess. They like killed off 2 of his brothers. Okay. Killed off might be a bit dramatic. They just didn't include them. They only said the one brother. That's fine, I guess. He was the one that was like more integral to the plot. The other 2 were just also his brothers, and you see them like literally once, I think. No mention of her brothers whatsoever. That's fine. They changed character names a couple times. So like, oh, I'm trying to remember. One of them, oh, they like had something that happened on this summer trip in the book in the like 7 summers ago trip or something like that, when they were in New Orleans, which not that big of a deal. They changed the name of her childhood bully for some reason, and I'm not sure why. They just had a different name. I don't know. Oh, they also changed the name of his brother's fiance. In the book, his name was, I think, Tam. It was Tham. And in the movie, his name was Nam. Or Nam or something. Nam. So I'm like, what was that for? No idea. They didn't have the whole, like, they're on a trip together part, really, of this summer. It was mostly just like, oh, we're here for wedding stuff, but it wasn't, we're here for wedding stuff, but also we're gonna do a little bit of a summer trip, because that was when they like were staying in the apartment together and the AC was broken, blah blah blah. They did have the broken AC, which is good. That was, I don't know if that was good, but like, I don't know if broken AC is a good thing. The AC upstairs in my parents' house was broken for like 2 years. So I would not say that broken AC is a good thing. But they did change things. Obviously, they're gonna change things for the movie to make it more cinematic, whatever. I didn't hate them. There were, at the beginning, see, this is my problem. At the beginning, I was really like, oh, they changed this, they changed that, they changed this. But then I got over it, and I just started enjoying the movie. You know? Like, the big parts of the story, like their summer trips in the past and their whole romance, was largely the same. There were parts that were different, of course, but it was largely the same. So I'm less upset about that, I guess. It was like just little details that I, as the reader who literally finished this book 2 days ago, caught, that I was like, that's different. That's different. Why is that different? I don't like that. But it was still a really good movie. It did have me tearing up a little bit when she was like confessing to him that she was in love with him. You know, after post 3rd act breakup, when they're like talking and being like, oh, but I still love you. That part got me tearing up a little bit, I won't lie. But for the most part, it was largely the same, which is pretty good. I'd say I'd probably give the movie like a, I don't know. I'm bad at rating movies. I'm bad at rating books too. I just read books like, I'm bad at comparing my books to one another. They often get very similar ratings. A lot. It's like, wow, this book was good. It gets a 4-star or above, or like, it was okay, and it gets like 3 stars, which is not bad. I don't know why I'm talking about this right now. It's not important. I don't know how to rate movies. I do have a Letterboxd, which I should probably stay on top of because I'm very behind. Doesn't matter. I'd probably give the movie like a 4. 3.5, 4 stars. Because there are movies out there that I like so much more. But it was a good movie. So probably 4 stars. Now, in relation to accuracy to the book, I don't know. Probably also a 3.5 to a 4. It was fairly accurate. It was, I'd say 3.5 of accuracy with the book. I'd give it like a 3.5 out of 5. Because there were some things that I was like, wow, they changed a lot. And then for the most part, it was like, okay, the storyline was the same. The details, they changed. And like how they met and how they like, how certain things happened. Like, there was one thing that happened in the 2 summers ago scene. And I was like, this didn't even happen in the book. And I was like freaking out. And like, so I'd probably say 3.5 out of for accuracy. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. Book versus movie. I still think the book is better. I'm probably always gonna think the book is better, but we'll see in the future. Maybe I like the movie better sometimes, but book was better. All right, that's all. Thank you for listening to me rant. I'm probably gonna do more videos like this. I really enjoyed it. I liked being able to read the book and then watch the movie and then compare the two. And I have a long list of books that have been made into movies or made into shows that I might want to do this with. So, yeah. Good movie, better book. Bye, I guess.